Turn out the lights, give me an even number. Peace of mind, my hands are dirty again. All the time I spend alone, I'm wide awake. Hold my breath and count to 10 to set me free. Did you rely on everything that I
I can't breathe that shit in anymore, dude. I'm afraid to pass out. Yeah, I'm recording. I'm still recording. Okay, Justin almost killed me.
Nobody died.
Shit! God damn it! Dude, I can't. Pause! That's too good.
Dave, you were so slow at changing the fucking tire. You're so slow.
I'm fucking going, dude.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
350. We're filming a music video right now. Really? So you're in it, if you're cool with it. Later, gang. Yeah.
Welcome, FSB Racing.com fans. This is the next installment of the Craftsman Truck I Series. This time we're live at Pocono virtually. It's race 4 of 13. Everybody's pretty excited. We got 29 trucks on the track for qualifying. Not everybody put down laps. Some are going to start in the back. But now we get to finally stretch our legs, Milt. We're off the short tracks. We're out here on a big, fat tri-oval Pocono. How you doing, buddy? Milt Minter Jr. joining me in the booth.
Pretty good, Pocono. It's one of my favorite tracks. Maybe my favorite stock car track. And we got 29 trucks tonight, and it's going to be fantastic. Wyatt Thompson's been, dominating the season so far, but he only got second place last week as Matt Watkins pulled off the win. But and we got Justin Bird on the pole.
Yeah, Matt Watkins held off Wyatt at Texas last week. Great broadcast. You can catch that on YouTube. Brought to you by FSB Racing Live and Sam Young, our broadcaster, track owner, extraordinaire promoter. Sam, how you doing tonight, buddy? Welcome to Pocono.
Boy, I really wish I was a track owner, but this is about as good as it gets for me because I don't think I can ever do that one. But what it is to have a great league like what we got now, Jimmy Ray, you started this with along with Milty, and this is amazing because we have 29 cars tonight, 28 cars, and it's just a phenomenal phenom that we've been doing. We've been getting a lot of views, and I want to thank everybody out there who's pushing and promoting for the channel. But I want to thank you two. Milt and Jimmy, you guys are awesome. What a great show you put on last week, and looking forward to a great race tonight. I'll give you my pick right now if it's okay.
Let's do it. Well, we got you. Let's go.
I am going to go with Kendorian Davis tonight.
All right. We'll remember that for a little bit. Speaking of all these 29 drivers, let's meet them, Milt. We're going to start with the first couple rows here. We got a few minutes to go left in practice. This is your qualifying lineup. On the pole, number 13. Your most popular driver of the broadcast, a couple years running, Mr. Justin Bird in the 13. Sean Reap in the 62, broadcasting from back in the day, all over FSB with Discord and everything, and the website at number 62, Sean Reap. And last week's winner, Matt Watkins in the 15 is going to be starting third, and don't forget Dakota Coleman, number 52, going to be starting outside second row.
Yeah, Dakota, great finish last week. P5 will be British Wrecking Ghost in the 16 truck. P6, Brandon Walter in the 556. P7 will be Ryan Fisher, one of the Fishers. They be fishing. And, your points leader in P8 will be Wyatt Thompson in the 5 truck.
Speaking of the Fishers, let's move through these. In 9th, it's going to be the 56th Black Widow Chevrolet of Joe Fisher. In the 18th, it's going to be the Flow Racing Toyota of Craig Stukas. In the 977, Brett Tyler Baldeck in the 977. Ryan Tracy making a return at twitchtv.rs Tracy. And the 12 truck's going to be starting 12th.
13th position will be Uncle Jeff in the 29 Starbucks Chevrolet. P14 to be Thomas Fox in the 57. P15 to be Dave Ellens in the 115 truck. And P16, Sam Spick, Ken Dorian Davis in the 19 truck.
And 17th is going to be the 587 Hostess Donut Ram of Nicholas Bradshaw. Starting 22nd, the Sun Cruiser Iced Tea Vodka Ram. It's going to be none other than Jameson Pearson, another Donkey Bot partner of ours. And the 151 in the Ford is going to be none other than Guy Petras, back from the lake. We're in trouble. Boy, it's a plethora of donkey here. The 09 Andrew Elliott, sim racing teammate of their Donkey Bop, is going to be in the 09 Donkey Bop truck.
P21 to be Brett Watson in the 55 truck. The venerable one, the legend, Pops Markson in the 99 truck. P22. P23 would be Jason Seams in the 1 truck. And it seems like there's another Seams, and that'll be Ryan Seams in the 131 P24.
Excellent. Rounding out the field here, P25. Then the 68 Butt Kicker Chevrolet. It's going to be none other than Chet Barkin. Another donkey. Number 92, Winchester Ford, your series admin and sponsor, Mud Dog Motorsports, Kevin Mays. And in the 7, the veteran, and starting 27th, Chick-fil-A is going to be Sean Sheaves. And the Snap-on Chevrolet of T.G. Reese going to be starting 28th in the 33 truck. And Adam Roberts in the Gulf Chevrolet in the 37 in the rear with the gear, looking for that hard charger award.
Yeah,
Stud.
check out his Project Rico. Project Rico, he's in car right now. Let's take a look at a little bit of Pocono Raceway, 2.5 mile triangular speedway in Blakesley, Pennsylvania, known as the Tricky Triangle. Founded in 1968, it is famous for having 3 distinct turns. And we'll talk about those turns. Turn 1 is built after the old Trenton Speedway back in the day. A lot of Indy cars ran there and stuff. Turn 2 is the tunnel turn, and that will be modeled after Indianapolis. And turn 3, banked at 6 degrees, will be modeled after the Milwaukee Mile. Lots of long straightaways here and lots of passing opportunities. Drafting, not so much, but turn 1's going to be so exciting. We've seen 4 wide in practice.
Real quick, if we can, we've got on the mic starting P2, Sean Reap. You got a copy?
Okay, loud and clear there, Jim. And I got to disagree with you there, Milty. Passing's pretty tough with the arrow in these things, and draft is huge here. So there's just going to be plenty of that going on. And the draft is part of what makes it hard to pass.
Upgrade with iracing, yes, definitely.
Well, it's kind of like that in NR 2003 too. I think this track is one of the ones drives most similarly between the 2 sims.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. You're on the 2016 version in the Ant Killer Taro Ram. So as soon as you try to pass someone, it's like hitting a brick wall. So you're going to definitely need help to make any kind of passes here.
Yeah, pretty much. Or if you duck down under someone and the guy, stays with them on the high side, they're going to get the draft down the straightaway. So there's going to be some side drafting, some people trying to break drafts. I don't like doing that. I don't like the snaky thing, especially early in the race, but people are going to do it. I'm just looking to keep the fenders on this thing and hopefully get some long runs that should play to my strengths.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a very strong track for you. Back in the old days with the other sim, you're really coming of age in this sim. You think you can maintain that? And one other question, will you be shifting or will you be staying in 4th gear?
You're going to stay in 4th gear. The gearing's not right for it. You're on the chip almost immediately if you shift into 3rd.
10-4, thank you very much. Good luck, brother.
Yeah, have a good broadcast, guys. Hopefully I get to talk to you in 45 minutes, hour or so.
We'll save you a spot. Give him hell,
Timely.
brother.
All right, time to lock in. Good luck, boys.
Good luck, sir.
Good luck, brother. Yeah, just great insight there from dude. Really appreciate that.
All right, coming to you, Milt.
60 laps. Hopefully we don't have too many crashes. We don't want to definitely jinx that, but we know how it goes. 13 truck on point here and running fast. All he needs to do is finally get him a win, and that as we go green. A little bit of stutter there as they get going, as they back up a little bit, but everybody gets it going, and as they head down that long 3,800 foot,
Oh, boy.
the 62 gets hammered, and there's a huge wreck. Oh my gosh, and they're piling it up in the back. 5, 6, 7, 8 trucks hammered and crashing. What the heck went on there?
I can hear Reap saying something. Couldn't tell what it was on the scanner. We'll check it out.
Did
Looks
he
like
miss a
missed
shift or what's going on
So-
here? That's what it looked like. Caution is out.
Tough break. I'm glad I was about
Wow.
to pick him.
Wow, he got hit by the 16 there, and around they go.
Yeah, how many trucks
Hard is the
involved?
first lap, hard into that inside wall. He done right there. Oh my gosh.
Your top two got away clean, Bird and Watkins. Everybody else behind had to take evasive action or taken damage. There's a 52 hard in the
Yeah,
wall. Here
what-
comes a
what
16,
happened to
53.
Watkins? That's all we want to know.
Sandwich with the 91. Oh, the one goes airborne off side view there.
This
Can
can,
we do
yeah,
it
and Ryan was
onboard
just
with-
talking to me about being, I'm sorry, that's Jason, but Ryan, his brother, were just back for the first time after a while. But that's a lot of trucks here. When you blow a shift like that here, and the guy behind you's got nowhere to go, it's just, and I think that might have been what happened. I can't say for
That's
sure.
that sure looks like what it
Everybody's
looked
excited.
like. Been there, done that. Let's see
Yep.
if we can get.
We got long caution laps to get some of these cars fixed. So we're gonna get many cars back out on the track. Don't give up. Don't give up, boys. We'll see what happens. As long as it's drivable, we'll give it a shot. But that will thin the herd here to start the race here in race number 4 of 13, FSB iTruck Series.
Taking a look at it again. He didn't get a real good start. And looking from the top view, looking down at the 62, see if we can get that bazooka truck. And he just missed. Yeah, that thing just died on him right there. And
I think, and it's a tough break because Sean is the pick for this race. He really is, and he's very, very strong at Pocono. He's been waiting for this for a long time and has been experiencing back problems for the past week. And was said even if they got to lift me in by crane, I'm going to race tonight. So I wonder if that might have affected it or not. But what a tough break. This guy really loves Pocono, man, and I know he's just going to be. This one he's going to register in his mind for a long time. I know how he is, and he's going to hurt from it.
yes, sir. Been there, done that. And I've definitely wiped out the field the first corner. Always seem to. I go back to Dover. I did that. It's not a great feeling.
Well,
That
you know,
sucks.
talk about
That's
Dover. I just want to mention to everybody that what a great turnout we had. We had 2,500 people in the stands last week. I can't say enough about that. Milty and Jimmy Ray, way to go, guys! And that's a great team effort by everybody at FSB.
Yeah, appreciate that. There are a lot of trucks coming off pit road, some getting some damage fixed. But in the end, yeah, if it happens to you, it can happen to you again. But it ain't real. Nobody's going to get hurt. We're going to be okay. We're going to log in, and Sean's going to be able to race at his next opportunity. Heck, there'll be another race in the lobby in about 5 minutes. Who's got the Ric Flair paint I just flashed by there? Is that one of the who I just saw Rick? And I just lost it. There's some cool paint jobs out there Sam's been showing off when we get back going under green here.
Yeah,
Race truck lights are still on. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sean might have an opportunity here to actually get this truck fixed. They have that long, and if he can get out and back in, which he's gonna go a lap down now. 3 trucks are gonna go a lap down now as others are scurrying out ahead of the pace truck.
Yeah, Ryan Seams, the 131. Wow. Ric Flair, woo woo, insert coin, Chevrolet. That's pretty sweet. Got a good look at that.
Wow, Wyatt Thompson, he's blessed because he might have got a little damage bump in there, but really dodged a bullet there. The 5 truck just got going, and then after the checkup, he bumped and then moved around there and got around the spinning 16 truck.
Yeah, there's a good look at that truck. That'll be my pick each week. I always do that over at Donkey Bob. Whenever somebody gets a win, we always go off Ric Flair with the woo. And then, what's that say? Styling, profiling, limousine, riding, jet, flying, kiss, stealing, wheeling, and dealing son of a gun. The 131, that's badass. Nice truck, Ryan. See, we usually don't get cautions in FSB races to look at stuff like this. See, look at that DBR truck over there, that 09. That's beautiful. JF Godin, custom paint. 09. Don't keep bopping on an oval. Fantastic. Andrew's got his ears on. Good luck, buddy. Keep it clean.
Got to re-rack them here. The Shrunken Ghost, the 16, one of the victims in that, he's back all the way to P25. See if he can, reparate his race here.
Lights are out. Let's try it again. Easy, boys, easy.
Green, green, green.
Green flag, here we go. Restarting on lap 5 and finishing 4.
Another good start for the 13 truck there. Definitely Justin, he wants to get a win here real bad. And he's got the three Caballeros there. Those 3 are the best, pretty much been the best trucks all season, and they're right at the front. So we're about to have some badass action.
Into the tunnel turn. Side-by-side action here in the back of the field. Single file up front for the most part. Right along with 37.
Down low on Ric Flair. Lots of different angles you can run here in these corners to try to get a pass.
Oh, look at that. Guy Petra with the bold outside-inside move under Chester. That was a little aggressive for Guy on the first lap of restart. I'd like to see that. He's going down low. We're going to try and keep it there. Almost 3 wide there. Truck on the outside's okay.
Pearson
and Ryan there all day, though.
And they got contact. Ryan Seams into the wall. Ooh. And here comes Donkey Box number 09, Andrew Elliott. Man, the parties those dudes had back in the day. Epic.
155 miles an hour through the tunnel turn. Up to 173 getting into the corner here. They are flying. This place is big, wide, and fast. Look at how many lanes there are going down the front straight.
Wow, okay, Seams really loses some time there and backs off there. Battles all the way through the field.
Looks like Dakota Coleman out, Ryan Fisher out. Tough break, guys. Definitely get them next week.
Yeah, for problems, there are opportunities. So this is the time for some of these guys that, may not have the speed to try to get some good finishes here and get some points.
Chet's looking to make a move going in the tunnel turn under the 92. Oh, can't really, he made it stick, but it doesn't have a lot of momentum. Oh, he's going to get turned by the 37, almost. Good save, Chet.
Stukas down low on the 55, and he makes the pass.
Boy, Chester dove it in there and lost 3 spots, 2 more spots on that exchange.
Brett Watson gets past, but the 56 says, I don't think so, of Joe Fisher. Still on the outside there. Stukas taking the low line, which I always liked at turn 1. and you try to do the slide job, take a drink, but you can't make it go there. And that momentum on the outside, that gets the 55 truck of Brett Watson, and they just blow by with that draft that Sean was talking about. Really draft with these trucks. And they go. And here comes Ryan Tracy in that 12 truck, trying to get some of that. Stukas gets back in line. Up at the front, it's status quo.
Got 24 trucks on the lead lap. Schreckengoss is out there pretty beat up. He's running around to try and stay on the lead lap, maybe catch some cautions. But the pack is about, let's see, 19 cars, 19 trucks. Still at pace, maybe mid-20s. Back up front, Matt Watkins stays behind Justin Bird.
Okay, so I'm confused a little bit. Ken Doris Davis is the 19, but he's driving the 7 truck, the Kyle Busch tribute truck. So
Yeah,
a little confused there.
Yeah, we'll be having a conversation with him about that. He needs to get back in the 19 truck where that's his number.
Yeah, that I know Sean Sheaves is driving that color in that truck.
Yeah, I see him in the 19. That's going to be P3 last time by. This time is going to be 4th. Wyatt Thompson moving up into 3rd. That's your points leader. Follow me to Chili's. He's in the 5 truck.
But this week, Sean Sheaves is back in the Eat More Chicken Chick-fil-A truck. My God!
Yeah, that's 16th.
Yeah, once you get behind you and you don't, you got to stay in this trap. Here comes Matt Watkins down low. Taking a look at Justin Bird. The bird's the word. Bird's the word.
Oh, Matt gets a little loose, huh? Justin's going to carry that momentum. Oh, Justin's got help. Let's see. Matt's going to have to get back in line. So Matt took a look at it.
Yeah,
couldn't make it stick just yet.
Yeah, it's hard to keep it down low there when you got a truck on the outside in the tunnel turn. Matt choosing to go way down by the rumble strips, Justin about 6 feet up, and he gets a great launch. But here comes that bazooka again. Oh, good. Milo's Push Pop Candy. Also a sponsor there. These days, sponsorship, they're looking at, getting some with Matt Watkins here with all this success. Taking a look again. Here he goes. Riding the Dentes, trying to figure out who he's going to go with. Wyatt Thompson.
Watkins makes the pass stick. Let's see if Bird's going to let him stay there. Birds might want to take it back. Side by side into turn 1 they go. Where is Wyatt Thompson going to go? He's probably going to go low in the corners and then drift high to the wall. How about 3 wide for the lead, baby? Let's go. He's got help. How about 3 wide on the tunnel? Oh, my goodness. Let's go into turn 1. Putting on a show here at Pocono.
Yeah, how far can they go on tires and fuel? We shall see. 3 wide.
For a while now. It's a good long run. Wyatt Thompson with a hell of a pass to the front. Gonna get that point for a lap late if he can lead.
Oh, contact!
Oh,
and Caduran into the 18, and around he goes. Hard contact with the inside wall.
Might not be a caution though. There it is. Yeah. Came back up closer to the track.
Oh, that's a caution. Just gets him on that left side. Oh, and he gets air as he goes and hard lick. Tough luck for Stukas there, as I don't think Kendorian saw him there and came up inside there and got a piece of him. That's going to be one, I think, on the 19/7 truck. Now what you going to do?
Well, pits aren't open this time by. We will be next time by. Everybody's going to come in, right? It's definitely time. 12 laps in.
Easy, boys, easy. Back it down.
Yep. Hey, they were getting after it. 3 wide, 2 wide. Not this particular wreck, but they were having some fun right there for a minute, trying to see what these trucks can do.
So when we talk about one, what that means is FSB is a 2-incident rule league. You get 2 incidents in a race, you're obliged to park it if you're at fault. That is reviewed by the admin Kevin Mays and the other admins in the league.
And then you are certainly encouraged to apologize about your mistake later on in the forums, that we have forums for everybody. And that is a big part of FSB that is very rarely talked about, is the absolute sportsmanship angle as far as apologies. Giving props and accepting apologies is all about that here at FSB. And that's something that you started there, Jimmy Ray.
Yes, sir. Need to be accountable. Accountability. You got to race with the same guy all week long, or at least the next week, and it kind of squashes things. You know, suggest you wait a day, think about it, take a look at the replay. Always save your replays, and go take a look and think what I coulda, shoulda, woulda done different to avoid the incident. Yeah, odds are maybe a little something. Maybe there's something needs to be said. So yeah, that's instilled in Ray. It's a nice form of racing.
It looks like everybody's coming down pit road.
We call it the. I'm sorry, we call it the 24-hour rule, and I think you started that too. And we ask the drivers to cool off for an hour, and for 24 hours, and think about what happened. Maybe check your replay about a dozen times, and see if maybe you had something to do with it, because sometimes you do. And that's such a key part of all this is people have to be basically responsible and accountable. And you guys said it. That's a big part of it here.
As a driver and as an admin, sometimes you see stuff and you're like, wow, but you got to look at it. When you're in the car in the heat of battle, looks like 2 tires for some guys, 4 looks like
Davis. Davis took 2.
2 tires, and then 4 for the 13 of Justin Bird. So that he's going to lose some track position, but I would have probably got 4 too.
Yeah, Wyatt took 4, even though he had a real good stop, but he's got some damage on that right rear, so we'll see how that impacts him. But it didn't seem like it was an issue just a minute ago. But little damage on the 05 Wyatt Thompson, on the 5 Wyatt Thompson. Your point.
I watched that replay. It didn't see, as he got through that wreck going by the 16. I seen the truck behind him. It didn't seem as bad, but then I did see that damage on the rear at 10-4. Rack them up.
Most trucks look pretty clean. 5 with the damage a little bit. The Ryan Tracy's right rear might be a little bent, but maybe not. A little bit.
Look at that beautiful scenery there in the Pocono Hills. A wonderful vacation area. In real life, rain is always, it rains a lot there. That's why it's so green. But we get the option to control that. So there will be no rain today.
No rain in the forecast today. Very good. I want to make sure we get this race 60 laps in its entirety. How about a little reset real quick? Coming up next in this series, it's going to be Darlington, followed by North Wilkesboro. So we're going old school, and then we're going to make a trip on June 24th to Watkins Glen. Guess I better start running some laps, get ready for that. So diverse schedule, then Charlotte. So then we'll go high speed. So very diverse month coming up here in June. Here in the series, starting off here at Pocono, Milt.
Yeah, Charlotte, that's always a sweet. We had a cat named Charlotte, and we got that cat because my dad raced at Charlotte in IMSA. They had the oval and a road course, a roval, even back then before the roval they have now. It was, similar, but, not even close, but my stepmom found a cat while she was making a call in a phone booth and took that thing all the way back to Fresno, Sanger, California, and that was our cat for years, Charlotte, little calico.
Very nice. Yeah, my daughter's also Charlotte. You call her Charlie or Lowe's. Back in NASCAR 2003, Lowe's Speedway, something like that. She doesn't like that joke. She doesn't get it, but that's okay. We call it Lowe's. Getting ready to go green this lap, I think. We're double file, so we should be. Pace car getting ready to duck on off after about another half a lap. Boy, they really threw it in there, huh? Sitting there 3 wide for a little while with a lot of laps to go. So they know the lights are on. They know everybody's watching in YouTube land there. Thank you for watching, everybody. Obviously, Bird's the word.
Well, you know, I wonder what's going through Justin Bird's head right now with getting that 4 tires and leading early. He's led in almost every race this year. Goes on a different strategy. I like that. And got to be patient here. He's got the speed and the skill. As we go green here again, green flag stop really was what killed him last week.
Yeah, I still couldn't figure out where they lost time on that stop. Watkins and Thompson.
No, his looked great. They just, and you know,
got the 55 truck of Brett Watson down low. Decides to better of it, not to challenge Chester right there in that corner.
Bird all the way up to third already, and he's got that those 4 tires pushed too with these guys. Wyatt just thinks about defending and thinks better of it. Tires are still, and Bird way down there and sideways in the tunnel turn, as we see that already. Can't make it stick. He just lose too much momentum there, but he's still working. If you work the inside of the tunnel, then you got to work the inside of turn 3. Now he's going to see who's going to help him with the draft, and it's going to be Watkins. Now Watkins wants to make it 3 wide. They're being a little shellfish right now. As Kendorian Davis, with that 2-tire stop too, I believe, is in the lead.
Yeah, as far as I could tell, Kendorian was the only one that took 2, is what I could tell, unless you saw Watkins and somebody else do something different. But the Thompson took 4, so Kendorian, let's see how long those last out there.
Yeah.
I think. How about Jamison Pearson, Joe Fisher, Ryan Seams, and Ryan Tracy? They're up in the top 10. Here is Brett Watson being challenged by Chet Barkin. Sorry, we need numbers. The 68. Oh, Chet is going to get split 3 wide now. They're going on both sides.
Wait a minute, Chester.
Butt kicker Silverado is sitting 3 wide in the middle as the front pack's going to get away, guys.
I do have a pit report that Chet Barkin took fuel only and Kendorian Davis took rights. Everybody else has 4. Adam Roberts also took fuel only.
Yeah, that's a good call for Chet. Let's get some track position and get in the mix here a little bit.
Oh, he's pushing up into the 977.
Oh,
oh. Good save by Brett Tyler. He's going to get behind Chester here. Here it
Baldick
comes.
and Chester together, their little loads and butt kicker going at it. And Chester gets that spot there. But
whoa, Kevin Mays. Kevin Mays gets loose. Overshot the corner. Oh, he gets into the 977 twice. Bunch of trucks going around. I was riding shotgun for that one.
Baldick too, I think. Baldick at the 977 got loose too.
So much momentum in the draft. You get to the corner and the car wants to wash up, and you got to check up.
Look at that. I mean, he was dirt tracking all the way through there, but Kevin Mays definitely finished him off, and that takes the 37 Gulf Chevrolet there of Andrew Adam. I mean,
if you get a chance under caution to ride along with the 977 there, that was pretty wild. Takes one to the door.
We got some in truck there with
He kept it off the wall. He got hit by a couple times, but he did not hit the wall. Outstanding by the 977. Let's see if he can get that thing fixed. It could have been a whole lot worse, I think, even though he got hit a couple times.
Yeah, you can see there's no grip up there in the 3rd lane. I'm looking for grip, but you're not getting no grip up there in the tunnel turn in that 3rd lane. I mean, he was dirt tracking. You could see the dirt. I mean, the marbles, the clag, as the great David Hobbs used to call it.
Yep. Coming up on lap 20, we're almost a third of the way done here. Yeah. Kendorian Davis showing your lead. Wyatt Thompson, Matt Watkins, Justin Bird, Jamison Pearson, and Joe Fisher, your top 6. 2 Ryans there, Seams and Tracy, Brett Watson, and Chet Barkin gambling on that on tires. Move yourself up to the top 10. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have not had cautions like this yet this season, and there's definitely going to be some work for our admin, Kevin.
Wow, they wreck on pit road.
Oh, they wreck it jiggy there. I don't like that. That's
Candorian's got to spin it around.
you know, I mean, either pit or no pit. I saw that in one of the cup races there. Let's see if I'm tripping or whatever, but yeah, they just got a little too jiggy there. But Matt Watkins definitely plows into the 5 there. There's no doubt
Well,
about
the
that.
5 hit the Candorian, who pulled in front of everybody. I think that threw everybody off.
Yeah, so that started that last minute dive in there and getting fancy. No bueno, in my opinion.
Because under caution, they're still going 75. Oh yeah, you're right, Watkins there.
Yeah, I think Watkins was going too fast though, but it's easy for me to say, and you know, you want to be seeing that in front of you, but that was a lot going on there. And when you decide to turn left and go in at the last minute, that kind of sets you up for. So I mean, you know, how much do we want that? I don't know. That's getting a little fancy schmancy, in my opinion.
Yep, top 3 cars get together. Ryan Seams, Ryan Tracy jump up to the lead now. The 131, Ric Flair. Ryan Seams on point. Well, that was wild. Didn't see that coming. We'll have to see how that shakes out as we get going further. Not a hard damage for anybody, but
that's going on here today.
That's going to cost Candorian 20 spots there. He goes back to P22. Interesting.
So
Somebody
I just
very
got
slow on pit road.
I just got a message from Sean Reap, and so apparently this is a hardware malfunction with the shifter. He put it in the right gear, but sometimes, you know, when you do something like that with these electronics, they trigger wrong, and he believes that's what happened. He says he's 100% in the right gear, and got himself into the right gear. So that sometimes happens when you have these electronic shifters. It'll trigger the wrong one. It'll trigger the wrong one, and
it's the wrong time. Yep. Understood.
The nature boy out front.
Yeah, as I was saying, Ryan had just contacted me before the race. He's got some people watching tonight, and he said something along the lines of, I haven't been doing this for a while. I'm glad to be back.
Well, you know, what we know about Ryan Tracy, and he's been around long enough to where we've raced against him, and he is clean and very skilled driver. And, you know, obviously with these super studs out here with some of the speed here, but we're seeing strategy and keeping your truck clean. You know, we're seeing we could get some new players here besides the domination of the big 2 these last few races. So let's stay tuned. Matt Watkins, of course, and the 5 are still Wyatt. Are you just going to stand there and bleed? Or are you going to do something? He ain't dead yet.
Also in the mix, starting P21, now 3rd. Watson in the Hoverfly Chevrolet. Going to restart here shortly as the pace truck's about to jump off on lap. We're finishing up lap 21 of 60. 3rd away there, so let's think just under 40 to go. If it goes green, keep that in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of these guys haven't really been able to, with the domination of these other trucks, we're starting to see, this is a field of studs here. Green flag. Let's get going here. Jamison Pearson already up there in that Sun Cruiser Iced Tea Vodka truck.
Yeah, let's see if everybody's in the mood to get going. Are we ready to switch lanes and start racing? As Watkins drops back a little bit, Ryan Tracy a little bit loose on the high side.
The 16 truck, where did he come from? Shrunken Ghost went all the way back to P25, and now he's back up at P5 after getting pinballed around. But that truck looks pretty good, and he's got some stank in that thing. Let's go.
2x2 back there, 3 wide, a little bit in the middle. 5 truck pushes up a little bit. He's okay.
And look at that, the 18 truck, after getting pounded into the wall, that thing looks pretty good. And Stukas is back up there. Donkey Bop, baby, my teammate. Let's go.
Yeah, he's in
Donkey
P8.
Bop's Donkey Bop standing for don't give up.
Yeah, one of these days we'll go and do a little explanation of that. But Pearson into the wall, coming out of turn one. Slow up, Cat.
Ryan Seams, your leader.
Whoa, man,
Race is second behind him.
Well, and there's contact, and it's into the 22, and around he goes. Caution is out. Man, we're just having carnage.
There is
all.
a lot of aggression tonight. I'm a little bit kind of disappointed at the amount of time that these guys are spending wrecking at the beginning of this race. We haven't reached halfway yet. Not particularly thrilled with this.
A little rough out here. Oh, and that's a hard
do a
left.
chase.
Jameson,
13 and the 22 get together. Not sure if he got loose.
That board, that's going to leave a stay there. And that thing don't look like it's looks like it's catwalking there. Yeah, just Bird coming up into him. That's one on Duke, I think. There.
Or him coming down. You'd have to look from either view, but that'll be
Yeah,
Kevin's call. But if it's close enough, probably in the back of your mind, probably want to count it.
Yeah, exactly. And just like we're talking right now, that's why you look at 24 hours later, you take a look from different angles and you try to figure it out, because racing is not that simple. It's not cut and dried stuff. In the cockpit, you always think you know that guy got me, man, but you just don't know. And I learned that the hard way, and learned humility because of it.
Well, you guys
improve on racing,
You guys mentioned saving the replays is one of the things that's required. You have to save your replay for 2 weeks. And the reason we do that is so we can get your camera angle and your footwork, actually, because you can't see other people's footwork unless we get the replay. And it's also important for the drivers to go back and look and see what happened the night before. And we've caught some people in our time not saving their replay. And I'll test people. I'll actually say, hey, I need your replay for this. And I won't be too severe on them, but saving replays is mandatory here. You have to do it for 2 weeks, and there's reasons for it.
Got a picture of just chilling in the top 10 down pit road, along with Brent Watson, the 131. So now we got alternate strategies for Ryan Tracy down. Let's see what Ryan Tracy does. RS Tracy stream there, and he's got a lot of people watching. Right side tires and left side, so he's getting 4 tires there. How many? So they get what, 3 sets of tires for this race?
After the one they start with, right? 4 total, 3 additional sets. Very good.
So they're still you're still looking probably at two sets for Ryan. Like a strategy here. Man, this is Pocono, though. Lest we be too hard on these guys. We're talking like this stuff's just supposed to be easy, and they're just supposed to drive around and like a Sunday drive. They're going 180 miles an hour and 155 in that tunnel corner, which is very little banking, along with the bump, because there's a tunnel there. So right in the middle of that, that's where people come in, and that's why they call it the tunnel corner also. So as we know, with asphalt and concrete, there's always a little dip right there, and it upsets the truck.
A little history about this track. It's run all kinds of things, from Formula One to something called, what was it, the Formula 5000. I saw Bobby Unser, Al Unser, and a bunch of guys, Mario Andretti, back in the day. And we used to hang out in turn 3 over there in the woods, in a tent. Many times it does rain a lot. I've been here for a lot of rainouts. But if you look right in what used to be where the main straight there is, used to be a 3/4 mile kind of flat oval that was used for the Race of Champions and the modifieds for many seasons. And when my driver was a short track person, and when he got and came out of the car after doing 32 miles an hour, it was white as a ghost because he's used to going 80 on a short track like Riverhead Raceway, which is a 1/4 mile. And there's a huge difference. He came out pretty white.
Yeah. I know that was like the first time my dad went to Le Mans, and he was like, how I didn't realize how long the Mulsanne actually was. And he had 3 laps of practice, so he kind of had to like practice during the race. Re-rack them.
Yeah. We're almost halfway there, finishing up lap 26. We're going to have about 33 to go, 34 on this next lap here.
Sean C's up there in P8 there. We know what he do. He's just very calculated and doesn't take risks and understands racing and always gets, puts himself in great positions. Andrew Elliott here with some bad luck earlier in the season here in that DBR Donkey Bach truck. Definitely sniffing some podium here, so a long way to go. Justin Bird, very, very calculated. Let's see what the 18 has. That truck looks clean, but we saw it do some beating and banging. So as we go here, Shrecken goes right up at the front there, dogging Matt Watkins, and Matt Watkins is shot out of a cannon.
Watkins just to the high side. He's going to stay there for a second, dip down in the corner. Let's see if we can get going here, boys, and get to our first green flag pit stop here. Let's rock
and here comes Wyatt Thompson just diving in there, but he does a slide drop, take a drink.
16 in the wall, hard.
He took it, no contact there, but he definitely took the air off the front of the 16, and that thing was tighter than whip on him, definitely. So that definitely puts him back there. Also taking no prisoners, no contact, but using the air to get that spot, and he was going. He wasn't messing around. That's hard racing. These guys are definitely, they're not flying about here. They're pushy. Still only 28 laps in. Thompson just dogging the back of him, and then, he loses the air and goes outside trying to get the run to try to get him in the tunnel turn, that's an amazing move here. Here he goes, getting the draft. Man, the skill it takes to do that is impressive. And then dogs him down the middle, and still side by side, Watkins is giving that up, and the 13 is helping Watkins out with the draft right there. Some great hard racing. They're not. They're taking no prisoners tonight, folks.
Everybody clean off of turn 4, down the front straight, side by side behind Matt Watkins. Let's see if Justin Bird's going to shoot ahead here. Watkins kind of helping both lanes stay together.
Look at Stukas getting his truck all fixed up.
Yeah, that's quite amazing that thing's got some mustard after, some hard licks there, and another one into the wall. You can only beat a dog so much. It's either going to bite you pretty soon. But just a little love tap. Here goes Kendarian Davis below the yellow line. That's not going to give him momentum. And he gets smoked on the outside with the 9 truck of Andrew Elliott, but here he comes back again. This is the dynamic of the Pocono that makes for such great racing.
Yeah, Kandorian's got a run on the next one. Go ahead. He's on the run on 18, going low. Kandorian charging to the front.
You guys want to take a ride with somebody? Let's take a ride with Wyatt. Take us for a lap, Milty.
I will not be pawed.
Oh, 18 in the
Wyatt Thompson in the 5 truck. In car. Let's go. So this is what you're looking at here as you're going down. You're going into the tunnel turn here. What you're trying to do is get a setup here to work them. You don't have to work them into turn 3 here. You want to set up your pass going down the straightaway. Really get walk it nice and tight there, so you're not going to get an advantage there. Now you want to, all of a sudden these guys seem like they're taking a breath maybe, but now he's look in his mirror here. He's got the wall truck taking a look. You can see that draft coming up. So what does he do? He wants to get the arrow on the outside. Now, oh man, that's really high up there. Really working that, but even with lifting off there, you're going to get off the gas. What momentum he had to get, because Watkins also had to get off the gas. Little up tap. Now we go back to trying to work again. Always thinking forward of what your move's going to be.
Oh, you were there? I was riding on Andrew Elliott, minding his own business. He's up to P6 after starting P20th. He's got a little run on the 19, but he may just duck back in line. That's the 09 DBR of Andrew Elliott.
I think these guys are finally starting to realize, hey, maybe we better not get too aggressive. Just at that time, here comes 5 down low and gets a huge run. But now Watkins on the outside is going to get that momentum coming back up, and the trust factor is there, and they don't. And Watkins gets the, the 13 was waiting for that move, and that draft just motors him by. Wyatt's got to back off there. He could have won already here. So as a driver, you got to be thinking, I don't want to get too. I could win this race, but then I might have to sit next week. So let's think about that. Well, that 5 truck gets super tight coming out of turn 3 there with that arrow off the back of the 13.
Doing great. Single file. Lap 33 now. We're over halfway. Everyone's battling somebody. Great racing throughout the field. Let's see how many are left on the lead lap. 22 trucks on the lead lap, guys.
And you got Kendorian and Stukas going at it. Craig is feeling it. Yeah, he might, I like his temperament, with all the things that went wrong with him. He's still not driving over his head. And now he's taking a look at Wyatt here. Getting some draft from those front cars and trucks, and also Kendorian there. Andrew Elliott pretty much lost that draft along with the rest of the group there. And that's kind of how it goes sometimes. This pack here behind needs to try to get together and move forward.
Yeah, with those guys running side by side in the back, he is 1 second back, still close to that draft last time by. But you're right. If they can get teamed up, he's got Trek and Gus pushing.
With all these cautions and stuff. Whoa, in contact, I think that was Bert. Who was that into the wall there? Was that Elliott? Somebody into the wall there.
Elliott's okay.
That was a 16.
Yeah, I think it was a 16 of Shrek and Ghost. You gotta think he's got some damage too.
4/10 back of the draft.
That pack is starting to come back a little bit now on these leaders. How about that? But now they're starting to race side by side.
Oh, Shrek and Ghost again getting a piece of that wall. It's pushing.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Sean Seaves needs some help, and he's getting some with the 55, but a huge push with Baldeck pushing the 55 forward there. Great push down that short chute, as we like to call it, between 1 and 2.
Dukas lost the pack just a little bit, but he's not out of range just yet. He had to back out of it a little bit there in turn 4, but he's still within striking distance. Where is Elliott? Less than a second behind. This is kind of what I thought it would start out like. A lot of single file. I think now we're kind of settled in for a good run here. Lap 36, folks, of 60. Way high for Wyatt Thompson.
So I think they can, I'm pretty sure they can try to work to get themselves to one more stop to the finish here.
For sure.
So when you do that, you try to do green flag or you try to wait. But now you're smelling green flag. It just, all of a sudden the testosterone has left the building. You're not smelling it so far. So everybody's starting to use their hands here a little bit. So let's see what happens. You see this group now with Sheaves and Baldeck and Brett Watson. They're starting to get single file too, because they're realizing, aside from taking some angles in the corners to get some grip, down the straightaway they go right back in line. They're realizing if we got a chance for a podium here, we gotta get single file. But these guys battle in front of us.
I was watching Ryan Tracy for a bit in the 12 truck. Had to go high right there.
Watson a little bit in the wall. Turn 2, a lot of action. Now getting some action a little bit there with Thomas Fox. Lost a little momentum there as he was helping out earlier, but he's falling back into the grasp of this group.
Brett Watson had to break it down and go low, almost on the pit road to avoid a couple cars side by side. He's got a lot of momentum in the Hoverfly Chevrolet and the 55, all over the back of Sean Sheaves in the Chick-fil-A machine. Settle down now, I think.
Dave Ellis in that 14 truck running by himself in the Choice City Ford.
Sheaves is going to get pinned down here. Let's see if Watkins can pass him on the high side. Going into turn 3. Bold strategy, Cotton. There he goes. He's going to have the draft. Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, watch out for the wall. Yeah, nice pass. Good job, Brett Watson.
DNA's birding adventures there for Dave Ellis as Chad Parkin coming up on that group. These guys aren't that far away. They just need these guys up front to battle a little bit. Still, all these guys running pretty great here, trying to keep up.
Yep. Uncle Jeff and Chester, the butt kicker Chevrolet on the outside. They go side by side going into turn 3. Might be losing that draft ahead of him a little bit. That's Dave Ellens, like you said, in the Ford. Brandon Walter, little bump on the back of Uncle Jeff, little apology.
Guy pitcher gets by him. And these guys are working it, battling for the top 20. Getting it. Still can see the leaders in view. You might want to, wonder if these guys might want to do an undercut here or stay out late. That's generally what Guy Pitcher might want to do. Definitely.
Well, according to my statistics, I have right now, many cars have run 21 laps on this tank, and several cars have run 16 laps on this run. So we've got a few cars that might be in good shape come a caution flag. If everybody else has to pit in the next 2 or 3 laps.
29, first good call. 29, the first one to say he's coming in on the scanner. Jeff Hale hits pit road.
Yeah, as we predicted,
He was P16.
Watkins, but how about Stukas getting by Thompson and, dogging Matt Watkins, but Watkins looking pretty tight now. Justin Bird's still right in that group. Man, he wants to get on that podium so bad.
Andrew Elliott calls it. He's coming in.
Yeah, so I mean they're at the Bird's last lap 56.683. That's a second and a half slower than their best laps. So the mustard's off the hot dog, and here comes Bird and Thompson sideways across the line. I don't know if that's down to speed there. That's about as jiggy as you get. That was a snake. That was a snake in the grass there, as his tail was burning. Davis, obviously these guys are going to get 4 tires. Davis said, "Let's look." Oh man, a little bit of stutter there, sliding the tires for
16 spun on pit road. Yep.
Bird.
He came in. Oh, he got the grass too.
Oh man, that's a hard lick.
He's just gonna throw in reverse again. Oh no, they didn't
Somebody's
get
backwards on pit road. Who is that backwards?
Trouble.
Yeah, that's still he's trying to get into a stall. Oh, that's some Austin Powers stuff right there. That really sucks.
88-point turn. Matt Watkins is coming in now, along with Craig Stukas.
See,
no issues on that entrance. They're okay.
Well, I think Stukas might have actually beat him in a little bit.
Yeah, Matt
was a little tentative there. I think he realizes he didn't need to push that. Wyatt Thompson, let's see what NASCAR says about Wyatt Thompson's speed there. I'm going to take a look at that while you guys follow the rest of, because I'm curious kind of guy.
Hawkins looks like he's getting a little damage fixed too, the way the body returned.
And
Let's see if Stukas beats him off.
The 131 and Jet Barkin, Ryan Tracy, Guy Petra, Kevin Mays, and Jason Seams are all on a different pit strategy.
Craig Stukas ahead of Matt off pit road. Let's see where they end up. Ryan Seams should assume the lead. Yes, he will.
As he crossed the line, he was going 66 miles an hour. Apparently, he got down to.
I see a black flag for Dave Ellens on the entry list. Just a black flag for Dave Ellens. It's the only one we see.
So he was going 66 as he crossed the line sideways, which 55 miles an hour is your pit road speed. However, to get to that first timing line, you have to average 55. So as he goes forward there.
Chester led a lap. How about that? He and Guy Petra still out there running it out. Nice led lap. Extra point.
Good job by Wyatt. What he did was he got it down to like 50 and negated that penalty by NASCAR. But still, Matt Watkins is on one tonight again.
Handful of cars staying out. Jason Seams, one of the top 6 have not pitted yet. Top 6 have not pitted yet.
So, they would like a caution.
You betcha. It's a hot dog wrapper on the back straight, but I don't know if that's going to be enough.
I think Melty threw a beer can out there.
Hey. Whoa.
Wait a minute, I saved those.
Yeah, we recycle here. That's money, man. Absolutely. We had a green flag pit stop here at Pocono. Here we go, racing to the finish. We got 15, 16 laps to go, folks.
Watkins gets by Kendora and Davis. They pitted at the same time. And along with the 18, and they're all battling that this should be cycled. This should be your top 3 with a good stop for Justin Bird. That's really all he's been asking for is a chance. After just going, I can't believe I got beat last week, and he's running the mix here. This is a great battle. This should be, when this recycles, this should be your leadership. But wait a minute. There's a guy up front in front of them.
Yep.
Yep, that's Wyatt.
And that's
Now,
Wyatt.
so we have
Wow.
Justin Bird is also the winner of the King of the Hill. I think Milty knows what the King of the Hill is, don't you, Milt?
Yeah, won that. Yeah, got a few of those trophies here around here. Yeah, 10-4. King of the Hill is it's a wonderful little off-season series because you have to race 4 races and they're all different disciplines: speedway, super speedway, short track, and road course. And your best finish average gets you the trophy, and that's one of the most proudest trophies that I have, definitely. Because it's a tough one to win. Because everybody's got weaknesses. Yeah. Road courses, yeah, that's my strength, but super speedways, yeah, but then short tracks, not so much.
Also leading the lap, Guy Peter now off pit road. Kevin Mays has followed him in. That's going to be the last of everyone who needed to pit. Now we're all good to go to the finish. Should be. 14 to go here. Wyatt Thompson is going to assume the lead. He had a hell of a pit stop once again.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, 66. That was a Matt Watkins pit stop, and Matt definitely was a little bit. That's where they look back and go, how did I get beat? Just like Justin Bird was talking last week. My gosh. However, this is not over, and he can see him. I can see him. And these guys need to get together here. They're all spread out. They will. They're all right in within a second of each other, and they should start to get the draft, and that's going to catch them up to Wyatt. And Wyatt running that way wide line in turn 1 there.
Well, sidebar here, Nicholas Bradshaw. I watched him build that truck back together completely, and I don't know if he was going to drive it or not, but on my screen it's now up in flames. It blew up and now it's smoking. But they built the body back together. It was all clean, but at least on my screen on rear chase, I see a flume of smoke. That's kind of funny.
Gosh darn fire.
I'm on fire. Yep. So anyway, he's still sitting there getting work done. Put him to work, but he's not going to be able to run any laps today.
Yeah. That's racing.
23 still on the track, 20 on the lead lap. TG Reese, the last one on the lead lap. Lots to play for here with over 10 to go. Make it 13.
So here comes Justin Bird up on Kendorian, and now they're all starting to they're catching each other. Here comes the 18 is catching Matt. They're catching the draft. They've got draft on. Already, the 5 is already trying to not get drafted by going down low on the short shoot between 1 and 2. Very interesting. There is enough time. Push him, dude. Push him. There he goes. Justin not trying to pass. He's pushing Candoran. A little late there. Got the 19 a little bit funky, but. Want to get him on the straightaway here. Now everybody's starting to waggle a little bit. They want to get in the draft of the 5.
Less than a second was the gap last time by, 0.9. We'll keep an eye on that. Like you said, they're in groups of 2 trying to run him down. Also, Joe Fisher and Brett Tyler Baldeck in the 56 and the 977. They're running 6th and 7th. Brett Watson, Sean Sheaves, and Thomas Fox round out your top 10 here. Coming up on 10 to go next time by.
Yeah, I can't give him a push there, but he's giving the draft push. Kendorian is catching that group too. Can they get to the 5? Tick. These guys ain't, ain't the first rodeo. They understand they gotta work together to get that dude. Lap truck is really helping the 5 there, getting a little bit of draft on TG Reese.
They made up 2/10
Now
that
he's
time.
gonna go down. TT trying to stay away. Let's see, or is that no? That's a donuts. Heck,
He'll give Watkins a little pull on this straightaway too, so he's gonna help them both out. But I think you'll see Watkins catch the 5 here before too long.
This last group
has to follow in the tunnel turn. There we go.
Yeah, really a bad corner for Justin there, and his truck seems to be going off there a little bit. They got to get by this lap truck, and they are catching.
Watkins down low on the rumble strip, almost getting a piece of the grass right there on the exit. Way down low in the exit of turn.
Wow, Thompson is like, this looks like the Indy 500. Oh, this 19 gets the wall on the straightaway and gets it again there as he's might have lost a little concentration there.
They made up another 2/10 that lap. Any other lap traffic I don't see in the future. There's a 1 truck. Jason Seams, he's pretty far up.
Coming up on 8 to go. Give him a bump. Give him a bump. There you go. Just a little up tap.
3-way race for the lead shaping up here, Milt.
I don't think these guys are going to catch him. They're just, Justin realizes he needs the 7 to get him up there to have a chance, but the 7 just doesn't look strong enough. And it's Watkins and Thompson again.
Yes, sir. They've been battling all season.
He's got the 18 to help him. Donkey Bob teammates. Sometimes, with FSB, there's a couple different teams here, but right now, whoever can help you is going to be your teammate. Watkins needs that 18 to help him get to him. Watkins way down by the rumble strip. Awesome. And here he comes. Come on, Craig.
This is the same order that finished at Rockingham with Wyatt holding off Watkins. Last week, Watkins holds off Thompson. Trying to do it again here at Pocono. We're coming to the closing laps here, folks. Going to be 7 to go next time by.
Thompson into the wall a little bit, and that loses the momentum. But he still powers out. Stukas understands what he needs to do. He needs to get Matt up there and himself to try to work and get this win. From P3 here, you're not out of it for sure, and now they are together.
I'm watching.
Up on lap 55, 6 to go.
I'm watching Matt Watkins lifting way earlier than Wyatt is and catching a heck of a run because he can hit the throttle better and that's probably what's going on here. They're now going to be side by side.
And the 18 is sticking with Watkins, but that will change when it gets money time. What a great race. Watkins taking a look. Is it too early? That truck is turning really good for him, but he loses momentum, as we have seen in the tunnel turn. Stukas tries to push, but then it gets him up high, so he's going to try to diamond the corner, as you see that. Great job by Stukas. Side by side down the front stretch. Who's Stukas going to pick? He's picking the 15. No, maybe not. He's picking, I want to win this race. Wow, Watkins does a slide job against the lead. We got a lap truck up in front with 5 to go. Whoa, that's close. That got the 5 tight there. The air off the 15, and the 15 is gone. Matt Watkins again. And the 18 gets, that hurt the 5 so much, that gives the 18 a shot now, but without any draft, the 5's going to get the draft off the 15. Patience, come back, working it. Are these guys good or what? Here comes a 7 now. With all this dilly-dallying, that gets him back in the, or should I say the 19, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that. Ken Dorian Davis, what he gonna do?
I don't know what he can do. Let's see if he can make a move. 3 to go next time by.
Great run out of the tunnel for Ken Dorian. If he makes this move, but he's picking up the 5's trying to pick up his draft. And here comes the 13 now. Woo! We got a 5 truck race now. Get some.
Yeah, they're racing for the podium here at Pocono, folks.
Woo! 3
laps to go.
Watkins is gone, but he's not lost. Mama, there goes that man, Jim.
Once again, they're going to go side-by-side racing for second and third. Watkins.
This is exactly.
Bird up in the wall.
13 is the wall. Ken Dorian has to go around him. And there's almost contact there. They're not letting off now. Ken Dorian says, okay, I said, oh, there was a credit card in between them. 3 wide coming out in the short chute between 2 and 3. Ken Dorian loses all kinds of momentum there. He backs off the throttle and then gets back on. These guys are good, Jim. Whoa! 13 can't close the door. So, meanwhile, Matt Watkins is sitting on a sack of seeds. The 5 is, determined to run that outside line in between. You see those lines right there? Those are, you don't want to hit those with your tires. So he straddles those lines going through. Those are expansion joints in the asphalt.
Final races for position. The 5,
Without
5,
any
6.
help.
Brandon Walton looking to get by Andrew Elliott. They split pops, but they're not on the same lap.
These guys are trying to get a podium here. Wow. Big run by the 13. Now he's got to run on the 18. The 18's kind of lost it a little bit there. And that gets Justin into 3rd place. What a great drive from Justin Bird. Patience, battling, but then now the 18 down on 3
He's got a long
wide.
way to go to hold that spot. And to try and stay off the 5. Wow.
Lap, ladies and gents.
Great job.
This is
Great job
money.
on the 5 to hold that spot right there. Last corner coming up.
Matt Watkins is gone. All he's got to do is make one more corner, and it's his. Last lap, white flag. Here comes Ken Dorian on a run with the 18. And they're battling.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
there's
the
spots
18 gets a piece of it.
Oh, my God. And the 18 into the 19, and it's going to be
Caution's
Matt
not
Watkins.
out. 19's going slow. Hope we can hold that spot.
Matt Watkins with the win. Wyatt
Matt
Thompson
Watkins
second.
taking the win.
Stukas from the rear with the gear in 3rd, and oh my gosh, 4th for still a great run for Justin Bird, and he gets by in the spinning 7, but no chance for a podium for Dude. Wow. Are you kidding me?
Wow, what a race here, Pocono. Congratulations across the scanner. Trying to see what happened on that last lap here before we cut. Oh, the 13 lost all his momentum. It's almost like he was out of fuel for a second, but he got going again. And the 18 up into the 19. The 19 collects the 13. But Justin Bird's still going to have a good finish. He's going to grab P4 and get some good points. But Matt Watkins taking your win. Wyatt Thompson and Craig Stukas in top 3. Candorian Davis, Brian Taylor Baldack, Joe Fisher, Brett Watson, and Thomas Fox, and Jeff Hale, Uncle Jeff, up to 10th. Ryan Seams, Sean Sheaves, Andrew Elliott, P13, not bad, sir. Ryan Tracy back to 14th, Guy Peach 15th. Then we got Chet, Brady, Kevin, and Jason Seams on the lead lap, 19. And TG Reese, Dave Ellens, Brandon Walter, and Pops making it to the finish line. DNFs for Jameson, Nicholas, Adam, Ryan, and Dakota. We'll see you guys next week.
What a burnout with the 15. He'll smoke him if he got him.
All right.
He should burn that off.
I put on the post-race show, and here we go. You guys are on camera. I hopefully be on next camera next week. Not that I want to be, but you guys are looking good on camera.
Yeah, you do. Get you back on here,
Sam. See the muscles? Yeah, that's those tile muscles right there, but. Woo! Woo!
We'll get our podium finishers up here for some interviews. There's Craig. We'll wait for, we got 2 more. As they climb out of the cars or just leave them parked over there on the front straight.
That's still burning one over there.
Appropriate. Good race. Down the stretch. Good race, guys. Started off a little rough, but definitely cleaned up. Of course, we went green to the end, to the last lap. So quite a few laps of green in between the cautions. Good job, guys. Let's see if we can get those guys up here. I'll grab Matt.
Well, I mean, the excitement is still billowing out there as Matt Watkins gets out of that truck.
All right, Matt's on his way. Where's Wyatt?
Okay, we'll start with P3 there, Craig Stukas, Donkey Bop's own. Dude, man, what a roller coaster race for you. After that crash, I thought you were done. How was your truck there, and how were you able to stay with these studs and battle?
Yeah, I don't know. That was a fun one for sure. I didn't get too much damage after getting spun out on the straightaway, but I was able to get back up there. I hate to end it like I did by spinning Condorian out. That was not what I was going for. So still a fun race. Always fun racing up front with the big dog. So awesome time.
Yeah, I mean, that had to get your attention there. Did you have much damage to fix there, or?
Whatever it was, I was able to fix it by the lap, so I didn't get put down a lap or anything like that, so it was all good.
And once you got in there, what a battle that was. So that's it, once again, I mean, you're getting these great finishes, just not quite getting up to these guys, but I mean, you're right there. I mean, and that was some exciting stuff there. Yeah, I know you didn't want to get into Ken there. That that's racing, and that's the way it is. So, good job with the podium. And so we got Wyatt Thompson there, P2, probably still leading the points there. As we'll probably take a look at that, but what a fantastic run, and your line coming through turn 1 there was different than everybody else, but it just gave you a great launch, and you kept that truck really clean, and you had that lead coming out of the pits with a fantastic. You were going 66 miles an hour as you came into pit road, and somehow you got that thing down to like 52, and then NASCAR didn't bust you. Tell us about your race and that last sequence there.
Yeah, that pit road kind of had me stressed out on that entry. I knew I was about to get a speeding penalty, and I guess I got my average down just before the line, but that was kind of lucky. I had some damage on the first lap from, I think Sean, his shifter messed up, and he went from third to second instead of to fourth. But I got like 30 seconds of damage from that, and then coming to our caution where me and Ken, and I think everybody pit, we just kind of came in a little bit later, and then Matt got into me, which I know wasn't intentional, nothing crazy, but I just had a few more seconds of damage. Ken had a little bit. We got it fixed and drove through the field, but I knew I didn't quite have the raw pace. I really don't like Pocono as a track, but I do like ripping one for sure. That's my favorite corner here.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean that line was just awesome. Straddling the expansion joints there, and just getting that run out of there with Matt, bottom feed there, and then you guys, the two of you going through the tunnel corner side by side. You also are using the outside line, giving them just enough room, but getting powering off there. I think just the draft of the other guys catching up while you guys were battling, that really caught you up there. But still a great finish and a lot of great races to go. And look forward to seeing you run. That was you guys got to watch you guys yourselves. That was a great finish there. So good job, dude.
Appreciate you.
You, man. Tell us about your race, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Finally dipped below qualifying too terribly bad. Justin and Sean ran some heaters, so yeah, I was trying to just pace myself behind Bird, and which mostly did. Me and him were, running a decent pace, and then I finally got a run, and I got him, but then I just took it too easy in the tonal turn, and he had a lot of momentum on the top. Then we got 3 wide, which I was in a pretty vulnerable spot, so I lost the track position again. Just trying to work to get that track position back. It's very tough here because you can get a run, but if you don't make the pass happen, you're vulnerable to lose 1 or 2 spots because you're just going to bog yourself down so much that somebody's going to come off the top or just get a good run off the corner, and they're going to get you. So you definitely had to time your runs. It was hard to just take any run. Like, you had to really be up on somebody to have a chance of clearing them. So that's what I was doing at the end with the wide. I was trying to make sure if I was going to make a run, it was going to be like, I was going to have a door or something where I could drive it in a little deeper and then probably have a pretty good odds of clearing them. But yeah, other than that, I mean, just got to work on pit road still. I somehow again stopped like a second too far back in my stall, and I thought I was in trouble, but had that lap fresher tires, and I think the draft helped a little bit, and I was able to get to them and then kind of used that lap fresher tires to make the pass. So yeah, it was fun racing though. A lot of those guys were, they were good, so we were dicing them up for sure.
Yeah, I think you had a pretty average pit stop, and Stukas came up on you actually as you went in, but the thing was with Kendorian and everybody, you guys all boxed together, and so you had that draft, and you had those 15 laps to go, and you guys all kind of helped each other, even though, and Wyatt knew he needed to try to break the draft, but you guys kind of worked together pretty much there and got yourselves in the position, and then it was on. Yeah, so that was great stuff. Great TV and another great win here. So, man, we're looking forward to the next one. Great job, brother. And so, Jim Ray, why don't you let us know what is next?
Yeah, congratulations there, Matt. Great run on the points. It's going to be Wyatt Thompson with just 2 points over Matt, with a couple drops included, just 2 races counted, but equal laps, pretty much equal down the board. They both led a lot of laps, so we're having a lot of fun here between Matt and Wyatt. Justin Bird creeps up into 3rd with Craig Stuka solidly in 4th. Walter, Coleman, and Baldeck round out the top 7. We are going to, where is it? Darlington next Wednesday night, and then we'll be at North Wilkesboro. So we're going a little classic NASCAR. Craftsman truck. Yeah, Darlington. That's going to be a great show. Back under the lights. We've had a couple day races, so let's get under the lights. Let's congratulations again, man. Let's have a little word from the series admin. Kevin, how about a review of today's race before you get a real close look at it? What do you think? Paul?
Well, we had some issues early on, but it seems like the second half of the race we got our issues straightened out and had a good long green run to the end. Unfortunately, going to have to maybe penalize yours truly for I think I was at least involved in one incident and probably was the instigator. So penalties will be given out severely. But I appreciate you guys.
Even when you're the admin, you get nailed too.
Yeah, I'm harder on myself than I am on the other drivers. So.
Yeah.
And he knows. He knows he's gonna. He knows that. That he keeps on asking me to fire him. I don't know what that's about. But every week he asks me to fire him. Please fire me. No, Kevin, not this week. Sorry. Okay. Anyway.
Well, what you pay me puts me into another tax bracket. So.
Yeah. You got to earn that firing. But I know exactly what it's like. Odds are they're not going to hit you. You're the admin, but then you can't hit anybody because how can you tell them not to if you do? So shit happens. It gets away from you here at Pocono. Don't be too hard on yourself there, Kevin. And do what you do, buddy. But thank you so much for admitting. Again, it was a little messy, but it really wasn't. If you look at the total cautions and the laps run and a green flag stop, just like they do at Bristol, they had a green flag stop here at Pocono. And as I could tell riding along with these guys, you especially in a pack, you get all that momentum right into the corner. And if you're not ready for it, kind of upsets the truck, and you got to adjust from there. But great job, Kevin. And Sam, closing words for us.
Well, it's just, we get cautions and cautions happen and we still get a green flag pit stop out of the deal is really, really cool. Different pit strategies and Wyatt Thompson with an incredible save to get himself into that position after a crazy hairy pit stop. Just a great race all the way around. Yes, there's going to be some reviewing. We don't know if anybody will be penalized, but generally we just ask in the beginning here, it's going to be a warning if anything, and we want everybody to be on board to make sure they follow that 2NC rule and we'll be good. So you guys are awesome again tonight. What a great broadcast. Thank you, Milty. Thank you, Jimmy Ray, and Kevin. Love you, brother. Thank you so much for all you do.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Milt. I think we're going to head over to Watkins Glen for some practice for a 6-hour race coming up later this month. But we will be back here at Darlington next Wednesday night here at FSB Racing Live. Without any further ado, let's shut her down. Thanks, Milt. Great job. Sam, Kevin, and all the drivers. Almost 30, where you'd probably get a dozen last time. So things are picking up. Great job here at FSB. We'll see you next time. FSB Racing Live. We're out.